first moto camp. This is a 6x8 tarp. Look at that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a good week. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Pipes, and this is Midwestern Motorbike, where I take my road king on adventures mostly around the state of Wisconsin, hopefully this summer, Michigan and Minnesota as well. And I like to just bring you along and show you what I see. If you are returning to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. On this week's episode, I am going on my first moto camp. That is right. Now, I'm not doing anything too big, too outrageous. I'm not going bushwhacking or going on, state forestry roads and going to dispersed camping. I'm just going to a state campsite. Probably won't be that busy. It's early in the season. But as you see, I got some stuff packed up here. I'll probably go over that once I get to the campsite. But I was actually pretty surprised how much stuff I was able to fit in this tour pack. Yeah, so I'm excited to go on my first moto camp, bring you guys along, and I really hope it goes well. And thanks for joining along. So without further ado, let's hit the road.
My light, it doesn't shine anymore. My life's become a shadow where there once was a beating heart. And I still wear that smile. We were two worlds apart, like a question without an answer, in an end with no star. It looks to me like you figured it out, the ins and outs of life, like you had no doubt. I've given you the time and shown you the way out. All I've done is hope. Isn't that what love's about? Isn't that what love's about?
All right, I have made it to my campsite. Picnic table. It looks like the grass has grown in a little bit better since the last time I was here. I'll try to show that footage As I go around here, when I first got here a couple months ago. That video is called Midwestern Motovlogging. When I go to Lake Geneva, I stop here first to check it out to see how it's doing. Now, today is the day, or tonight and tomorrow are the days. First moto camp. There she is. Alright, I'm gonna take the helmet off. I realized that I forgot to bring a hat, so it looks like I'm gonna have hat head all up in the video. So, alright guys, I'll be back to you in a second. Alright, here we are at Camp Midwestern for the next, the rest of tonight and then tomorrow morning. Just a little quick overnight, a little trip out here for myself to just kind of relax, sit by a fire, just hang out, talk with you guys. Now I'm trying to figure out kind of to show you exactly what I got and what I packed for my camping trip, just in case you decide you want to do a little moto camp yourself. It doesn't need to be, you know, extravagant. You don't have to come here on the bare minimum. I mean, honestly, if I feel it uncomfortable at any time, or it gets too cold, or I didn't prepare enough, I'm just gonna pack up and I'll just go home. This tarp I got at Menards. You can get at any kind of Ace Hardware. It was like $5 just for a strong, thick tarp for my tent to sit on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put that down. This is a 6x8 tarp. All right. Now it's been quite a while since I've been tent camping. Honestly, probably 2012-ish. I went on a little motorcycle trip with some buddies, and that was the last time I tent camped. So it's been many, many years since, one, I've been camping at all, two, been camping in a tent. Next, the tent. Now the tent that I got is a backpacking tent. Reason why I wanted a backpacking tent, it is meant to pack in a big backpack to go hiking, and not some ginormous monstrosity that you actually need a vehicle or a camper to do. So I just put it in my saddlebag here. Oh, wrong side. And here we are. See, not very big at all. Now this tent I got, it's called toe mount or two mount. Right, this tent I really did some deep diving research. Along with moto vlogs, a couple other YouTubers that I watch are Tiny Cabin Life, Kenny of All Trades, and Outdoor Gear Review, hosted by Luke. If you are about to start camping again, you're looking to get back into it, you want to know what gear you should get, how it tests out, I highly recommend Outdoor Gear Review. This guy puts everything through the paces. He's not sponsored at all. He buys everything with his own money, and he tests this stuff for a while before he actually comes on his YouTube channel and tells you what he thinks of it. He always does like an initial, then you kind of see him camping with it. He'll do weatherproofing, and then once he feels he's done a lot of camping with it, then he'll actually do a full review video on it. That's where I found this tent. I wanted something inexpensive that I know was going to be waterproof. It's not going to rain at all, not that I know of, but I wanted something that was waterproof, two-person backpacking tent, because I wanted to be able to fit it into my motorcycle. So I went with this. Now I haven't even, it came this way from Amazon. I think this cost me like $65 for this tent. I was going to get one from Nature Hike, or one Tigris. That was about $160, but I figured after reading the reviews, watching his videos, kind of doing some deep diving research for what I needed for, I thought this, for the money, was going to be my best bargain for a two-person tent. So now let's go ahead and set this up. Most tents come with this thing that probably you'll never use again. Let's see here. Looks like, oh, I'm already messing things up as it is, so let's try to put that back through. I have guidelines. and tent stakes. And I believe this one is probably the poles for the tent. Yep, brand new in the plastic still. I am also not sponsored by this company. I bought this with my own money, so let's see how it works out. Looks like this goes inside the tent to hang stuff in the middle. All right. Looks like this is the fly. And, oh, no, this is the fly. And this is the tent. All right, let's go ahead and get that started. Now I will try my hardest, if I remember, to actually put a link to all of this stuff down in the description in case you want to get the same ones. All right. Oh, this looks like it's the fly. Let's see if old man Pipes here can still get a tent going. All right, it's a snap. There you go. I'm gonna check my phone. All right, this is shaping out to be quite nice. Turn this puppy around. Look at that. So I'm not going to bore you too much with putting the stakes in. So the main part is up. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stake it in. I'll be back to you in just a few minutes. Now this tent is listed as a 2-person tent. It is not a 2-person tent. It is a 1-person with gear, or 1 person who's bigger. It's for 1 person. Check it out. Like there is room enough for 1 person comfortably in there. This is a 1-person 3-season tent. Fall, summer, spring. This is not a winter tent. All right, let's get to everything else that I brought with. All right, my next cool thing is, this has been in a video before, my camping chair. Nice and light, small, perfect to fit inside of a motorcycle. And there's the skeleton of it, and I'm gonna finish it up and put it over by the fire. And there you have it. This chair holds up to 330 pounds. And that will sit right there later for the campfire. All right, so if you want to put a tent down and then your sleeping bag down and sleep on it, more power to you. Most people have to have some sort of pad now, and they have camping pads. I looked at Bass Pro Shop, I looked at Outdoorsman and all these places, and these these outdoor or these sleeping pads for tents go anywhere from $50 all the way up to almost $400. So I got the next best thing. I got a Corona pool floaty, and that's what I'm going to sleep on. Now the trick is not really fill it up to its max potential, to kind of keep it a little underflated so it can absorb your body a little bit better. And there you have it, folks. $10 Corona pool floaty for my bed tonight. All right, next thing, my backpacking sleeping bag here. This is a Nature Hike sleeping bag. I think this ran me about $35. And it's rated from 50 degrees to 32 degrees. This thing is supposed to get down to 47 degrees tonight. So this is 50 to 32, and it packs this small, because remember, moto camping. Now, if you're going camping any other way, obviously, you know, you can bring as much as possible. But if you want your bike to not look like you're going moto camping, you don't want all kinds of big things attached to it, or, you know, even if it is, it's minimal, you gotta go the backpacking route. If you're gonna go look up stuff on Amazon, sleeping bag, backpacking sleeping bag, backpacking tent, backpacking this, backpacking that. That's where you're gonna find all the small stuff. Material on the inside's a little bit different than the outside. The outside's like almost kind of like a windbreaker-esque material. Inside, you can tell it's kind of like almost like it works off of your body heat. Like a lot of stuff in the military, when we had a little bivy sacks, that the less you wore, the warmer you were, because the stuff that's inside these sleeping bags goes off your body heat. So if you go into a sleeping bag and you got bibs on and a jacket and a hat, and all of that is absorbing your body heat and it's not getting to this material, you might actually feel a little more colder than if you were just to go down to, you know, maybe some joggers, some gym shorts, and a t-shirt, so your body heat can actually warm up the sleeping bag and it can work the way it's supposed to. But right. Got to bring a little table for next to the chair. I always think it's smart to bring fire starters. It has kind of like lighter fluid and wax built into it. This is what I usually use to start my charcoal chimneys at home when I'm cooking out. So I'll put that over here. I could pretty much show you everything else that's in here. So I have my coffee percolator. I have my butane stove. That's what I'm cooking on. I got a light for tonight and inside the tent later. I got some wool socks to put on my feet when I go to sleep. I got my coffee mug here. I got one pot to do my cooking in tonight. I'm gonna cook a meal. I have a gallon of water, and I also have water here in my water bottle as well. And then I got a cooler here that has my dinner goods and other things going on in there. And the only thing that's in my other saddlebag that's left is I have some hunting gear, some mid-weather hunting gear. It's not below freezing. I think it's rated for 32 to 50. So if I do get a little chilly tonight, I can put on, you know, some bibs and a little jacket. Right now it's beautiful out. Plus I'm moving around and I'm a big dude, so I'm, you know, and I have this hat on because I forgot my baseball cap to put on. A couple other things I did bring as well. I forgot about this because I put it in a bag. I opened it up. I thought it was some of my food for later, but I forgot it's more gear for the trip. So also what I brought is I brought a mallet for my steaks. I prefer a mallet over a hammer. Coffee filters for my percolator. Obviously something to eat with. I have a lighter, a headlamp, a flashlight, a power bank to keep my phone or whatever charged, and I brought like a little thermometer so I know exactly kind of how warm it is outside. And I also have my the other part of my my stove top for my butane fuel. That's pretty much everything that I brought with. Real simple. I was actually very surprised how much stuff I was able to fit in my bags and in this tour pack here. I'm going to settle in a little bit, get a little bit more organized, and I think I'm going to fire up a little coffee. So I'll be back with you when I do that. So a cool trick I learned when you're making percolator coffee or cowboy coffee Cowboy coffee is when you're just boiling a pot, pour coffee grounds in it, let the water just boil with the coffee grounds. When you're done, you take a little water and you just pour a little in there, and that temperature change will cause the coffee grounds to sink to the bottom of the pan, so when you pour your coffee, you're not getting nothing but, you know, you're not getting all kind of grounds in your coffee.
Maybe down by the bay.
Now I'm out here camping. I like to, you know, watch little YouTube still, and trying to watch 2 lanes live here, but
Down by the bay.
I don't know if it's me or them or the service, but I got full bars and it's so choppy right now, so